So, moving on, let's talk fashion, more specifically corporate fashion. More specifically, having to wear the logos of your corporate sponsors on your clothes like fucking Nascar drivers. It might sound silly, but John Cox, a San Diego resident who started the California Isn't For Sale ballot initiative, maintains that this is no joke. Starting on the 1st, Cox started collecting signatures for this initiative that, if passed, would demand that California lawmakers wear the logos of their top 10 donors on their clothes for all the world to see. Now, of course, that does sound pretty ridiculous, but doesn't it sound even more ridiculous that our lawmakers should be allowed to take money from fat cats and corporations, trade money for deals, and let we, the people, go suck on the end of an oil pipeline? And do all of this behind closed doors. Now, I find it highly unlikely that this will pass, but the reason for it not passing has less to do with the fact that it's an absurd idea, and more to do with the fact that our lawmakers don't want to be that open about the for sale nature of their seat. And that means two things. One, that they're assholes and should be ousted, and two, that they actually fear the repercussions of blatantly and openly accepting money for legislative decisions, hence dark money. And this means, follow me on this, that we have the potential power. We have the ability to affect change simply by being that entity that the 1% fear we might become, an educated, determined, not fucking around populace. I think this initiative is a great idea. I think it'll make people think about the absurd realities of our political system in a way that could lead them to act, that could push that potential energy into some kinetic energy, if you remember science class. In other words, I think this is a badass piece of creative activism simply because it doesn't matter at all whether or not it passes. It shows the crooked corruption of the system while simultaneously showing how we, the people, might begin to affect change through creativity and the system's own workings. John, a big fuck yeah to you, my friend. And for those of you who feel inspired by this move to unmask the corporate sponsors of our public servants, unfortunately, I don't have quite enough time to get into the specific steps for a ballot initiative, but I can suggest that you,